She's just bait. That's all she is.
You don't talk about Carol.
Fucking moron.
So, we got an agreement.
Ah! Oh.
Carl!
Welcome back.
Welcome back to Milky Mailmen here. Today is our Walking Dead review, reaction, and
Our skits in
our
the beginning.
our skits in the beginning.
I put that in the title so people know.
People get really mad when you don't have the right labels for things.
It's happened. But other than that, it's a pretty good episode. So
Mikey,
far.
how about you lead this episode? You lead this episode since I did the last one.
What? We both did it. You just took the advantage.
I took most of it. I talked the most.
Whatever. Well, it started out with could say at the Kingdom with Daryl and I forget his name. We'll call him Bob.
Was it? It was Richard.
Richard.
What the fuck, Richard? Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out what happened at the beginning.
It was like a slow build up. It was like
yeah, it started out with them like Richard wanted to actually go out and fight them and knew Daryl and Rick's group, whatever.
No, it was Ezekiel and them having the trade, and the guy thought that they were short on the trade.
Oh, I skipped the part.
Until Ezekiel was like, no, look in the back, look in the back where you can see it was all kind of stuff, and I guess the long-haired, long-board faggot wanted
his gun.
Wanted Richard's gun. It's like, you shouldn't have a gun.
Because last time they had an encounter, it kind of went downhill. So he didn't trust him with the gun or anything.
And Ezekiel was just like, no, it's like, let's just, you guys got in your way. And even like the one guy that was the leader of that little triage was like, no, let's just go. We don't need these guns. Let's just get out of here.
Yeah, he seemed pretty chill, but he knew
the younger kid was just like, I want this gun. And like before, he took the gun from Richard, and before he hit Richard, Morgan pulls out some Matrix bullshit and just smacks the gun out of his hands, just like this whole fight scene broke out.
Yeah, but it ended up just Morgan's stick was taken away. It's kind of like how people feel when Daryl's crossbow was taken away. But
Morgan has like sentimental value with the staff, because it was like his friend that helped him get out of that dark time, and with Daryl was just a crossbow he had since he was like
young,
first beginning of the show.
Yeah. And then it traveled to Morgan and Daryl having a conversation about what they should do with the civilization, and Daryl's like, you have to open up your eyes, Morgan. This is never going to go away.
Yeah.
You need to do something. But Morgan just wants to keep the peace still, but it's not peace.
It can't happen. It's the saviors are too...
they're too pushy.
Enough is never enough.
Yes.
It's always half, and then the half is like, I want more half. I want this, I want that. They say they want half of your stuff, but then they can pick and choose what they want to have above the half mark. It's just like, you brought us half your crops, but you know what? I really like that gun of yours. I want that gun now.
Yeah. So they pretty much think, like, Negan knows his rules, but I feel like the people inside, Negan's group,
they don't really understand the proper procedures.
They get like too arrogant and think they could do whatever they want, but they have a deal with these other people, and without like Negan's command or the higher ups command, you could say.
That's why, going back to our last review, that killing Negan may actually be a worse decision than keeping him alive.
Yeah, because I feel like if you kill him, chaos would just break out loose.
It's because like he's like the only one that keeps him in line.
Yeah. It's
kind of like not to relate back to that our dark times, but with Saddam Hussein, he kept the Taliban in line. Same thing with Negan, he's keeping his people in line. Like if you step out of line, then you get the bat, or worse, you get hot iron to the face. You get put in a little death camp with the walkers that Daryl was put into.
Yeah.
Because those other people, we don't know if they were just regular survivors or they were part of that group that was like their punishment. We don't really know that.
Yeah. But they're there for a reason, and it's probably not a good reason.
So I guess like by killing Negan, you're going to open up a whole can of worms that we don't really can see yet. Which is actually a really cool idea, like the fact that you killed the top person, but the people that is enforced by him are going to just run rampant.
Yeah, like one's gonna try to go up above the others, but there's always gonna be another guy that wants to be the leader now.
So let me go into the sequence where Rick and the group meet the boat people. and the chick is
crazy. Like her, I felt like I keep her like her grammar. I don't know why. Like it's just bad.
Was uneducated, like she was in college.
Kind of like okay.
She was a college liberal.
we regard that. Just push that to the side.
No,
but other than that, she has her like way of doing things with her people that she takes. She doesn't bother with anybody else, like she said.
Her leadership is like really scattered. It's just like you really didn't pinpoint like what her objective was. It's like we want guns.
Okay.
We want food. We can't grow food.
We want jars.
We can't grow food because where we are at, we're in this trash heap. Then just move.
I don't know. It was kind of a crazy group. Pushes Rick into a pile of garbage with this zombie that had spikes on his head.
It reminded me of Resident Evil 4, like the regenerator that had the spikes and shit everywhere.
I don't know. I had never played.
Well, people who play Resident Evil 4 will know what I'm talking about. The Shredder.
Yeah.
I hated that boss.
But of course, Rick gets cut up, but he ends up killing the zombie and earning their respect and like kind of their respect, but they know now that they can take care of themselves and like they can actually go get the stuff for them, so they can have their share.
Yeah,
but
basically, Rick, like they built their trust to a fact where they're gonna fight. She says, "We're gonna fight for you," not like we're not fighting with you, which is kind of weird because like all Rick was like, we all join forces together and we take out the saviors, and he's just up front with her, and she just. I guess she didn't understand, or she just doesn't really care.
Yeah, she probably doesn't care because, like she said, she doesn't bother with that kind of stuff unless it's worth her while in her groups.
So there's that, and then afterwards we get to the sequence with Carol.
Mm-hmm.
Ezekiel stops by, and our buddy was it Gary? What's his name?
Jerry.
Jerry's like, here's your casserole.
Hashtag old Jerry.
Jerry's like the new Fat Joe, but cooler.
I just love his smile.
He's just
it
like
gets me every
he's
time.
like,
it's a casserole. It's pretty good.
It's a Carol roll. Okay, I'll leave. I'm gonna leave. I'll be right back.
I don't want to do this solo, but other than that, after they leave, she sits down, and then Daryl knocks on the door, and he comes in.
Yeah,
and then there's all this emotion happening.
But like, I was really upset that Daryl didn't tell Carol up front that Glenn and Abraham are dead.
Yeah, because I think he knew after like sitting down with her and talking to her and what she explained.
Like she couldn't handle it.
Yeah, she would like snap or like break or something.
But even she said like if she ever found that her people were harmed, she was gonna fight.
Yeah, and she didn't want to fight.
It's like you have to. Carol helped them out back in Terminus.
Yeah,
you know, the whole she went badass mode. Having that Carol back against the Saviors,
it's like one of the best scenes in Walking Dead. But it's just I don't know. It's just come to that point where like Morgan's kind of influenced her, like back in season 6, like what she was doing was kind of wrong, and then she thought to herself, and then she's just gone crazy.
God damn it, Morgan, get your shit together.
Morgan doesn't know what he's doing, but he's still a cool character in the show, honestly.
But no, it was it's gonna be a good episode. And next episode's gonna be even better. We're getting Eugene's gonna be more revolved in,
and then there's like Dwight. Yeah, close enough.
We'll get to that in the next episode. So thanks for joining us here today. Our crude remarks. If you're offended, I still don't care. Have a great guys. Enjoy the bloopers.
Oh boy.
Bloopers! We got an agreement. Oh, Carl!
So we got an agreement?
Right.
Carl!
I did it for Carl.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Pow!
Michael, you're getting a fight.
She's just flies on the ground. Alright, try again.
Bait.
Should talk about Carol. Wait, so I do 3 punches and then you drop to the ground.
Oh, yeah.